Good to go.
Awesome. Hey guys, welcome in. So tonight we're going to have some fun. Notice I'm wearing a different shirt, 4th of July. So went ahead and put on my attire for the 4th. So I'm hoping to wear this again though for the weekend. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on a apron that my mom had made with my old school. So, it does get more murky than this. So, as you guys may or may not know, Kim and I just got back from vacation down on the Gulf Shores of Alabama. And so I thought we'd go ahead and tie into that fill because we had seafood almost every night and it was wonderful. So what we're doing tonight is we're doing a succulent crab cake, which will be real easy. And we're going to be making a roasted garlic aioli sauce. So hopefully you guys saw the post about the aioli sauce. I forgot that it takes the garlic about an hour to cook, so hopefully you guys were able to get that ahead of time and get that done and get it set in the fridge and cooled off that way. So I went ahead and roasted my garlic out. So what we did was we just cut the head of the tip off to expose the cloves, and then we drizzled oil over it. We put a little bit of salt and pepper. Put it in the oven at 375 degrees after we wrapped it in aluminum foil, and we let that bake until it was nice and tender. So now we see the cloves are tender, so we're going to go ahead and start with the aioli, because truth be told, this would be really good if you set it in the refrigerator and let it set for an hour so all the flavors can marinate with each other. So we'll go ahead and get started with this first. We'll get it set in the fridge to get it start to marinate, and then we'll step over and start with our crab cakes. So I know some people were sort of running late, and so this might help you out with that too. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to come in here and take the cloves out that are smushy. Actually just squeeze those right out. We're trying not to get the skin in there. I have one more clove with that oil. There. All right. Quick wash of the hands, because that smells amazing. Now, since those are so tender, I'm just going to take this and probably wrap it back up a little bit and throw it in the trash. Since those are so tender, we should be able to just take a fork, and then you should just be able to mash those right up. Especially after you've had it in the oven for about an hour. It should be nice and cooked and tendered and soft. So now we've got that taken care of. So now what we want to add to that is a ½ cup of mayo. So I have my measuring cup here, and I'm going to go to ½ cup with my mayo. Turn it on the right side there. So our vacation was awesome. We had a good time with it. We got to see some dolphins, got to see Tom Selleck's house, and Oprah Winfrey's house, and it was a really good time. We spent some time on the beach, which was awesome, and good trip. Got to see my cousin Travis, which I hadn't seen in forever and a day, which was fun. Okay, so we will take that mayonnaise and place it right in here with the garlic. Now this aioli can be used for multiple things, so if you have some leftovers, you can probably keep it in the fridge for about 7 days. But since it is the mayonnaise base has eggs in it, you just want to make sure that you keep it refrigerated.
Your mom made it home in time.
Oh good, I'm glad she got here. So Mom, we're still working on the aioli, which I know you won't work on because that would kill Dad, because the entire house, when I was baking the garlic, was just like real overwhelming. So it was fun though. Okay, so now to that, I know I called for lemon juice, but Kroger's didn't have any last night, so I've got lime juice for mine. It calls for about a teaspoon, so we're just going to put that right in there with the mayonnaise and garlic. To that, we'll add about ½ teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. And then if you like heat, which is for proper aioli, if I can get my fingers in there, we're just going to do a pinch of cayenne.
That looks like a lot more than a
That
pinch.
looks like, yeah, that's a Joe pinch. Because I like a little heat. So that can be adjusted. So if you are like my mother-in-law and don't like too much heat, then take that back. Oops. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to get in here and just mix this all very well. Matter of fact, I might change this out to my small ones. If you have a food processor, you could use that as well, but I just wanted to try to show you guys an easy way to do this without a food processor. So again, if you got a small whisk, you see how well that's mixing. I'm getting my camera worker dirty. It's splattering out on her. Okay, so that looks like a good consistency right there. So we're going to go ahead and take that and I'm going to set that in the refrigerator to keep for later. Let those flavors start to marinate. And now we can jump into our crab cakes. Oh, I'm going to need that. All right. Okay. Oops. That out of the way. Everything else is good. Okay, now, I haven't chopped up my vegetables, so I'll go ahead and get that started with you guys. Just using a French knife. Okay, trick of the trade. Bought brand new cutting boards, which is awesome, but you see how easily this moves around. We don't want a surface that's going to move on us. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here, I'm going to take a couple paper towels. I'm going to get those wet. Bring them out pretty good. Open them back up, and then I'm going to take that and set it straight on the table. And then cut my cutting board right on top, and now it won't move. So now I've got a good, secure station that won't move on me. Like I said, I was anxious to get those cutting boards, but then I noticed it was really bad on the table, so I wanted to show you guys that. Does anybody have any comments?
Nope.
Had your mom made it in?
I haven't seen her come through yet. But she said if my dad was running late, she might watch it later, and because crab cakes don't really reheat.
No.
And he's been having to work late because it's
Right.
planting.
So I'm hoping Mom can catch up with us here on this part, since she made it in now. I'm just going to dice these down a little bit, and then we're going to come back and mince them pretty well. So I was telling a couple people that this is probably going to be the longest part of tonight, is just getting all of the vegetables chopped. So we'll do this with the onion here, and then we'll also come back with the celery. And again, just mincing it because we want these parts to be sort of small in our crab cakes. We don't want huge lumpy stuff in here. Hope everyone was able to find the crab cakes okay. Hope everyone was able to find or make some Old Bay seasoning. Now, the thing with this is we're going to put these dry ingredients into a separate bowl. So I'm going to take this and put it in this bowl here. I have two bowls out here. I have one for, oops. I have one bowl for our eggs and lemon juice. And then I'll have another one for all of these ingredients, for all the rest of the ingredients that go into the mix. starting with that. Here are the 2 stalks of celery. And guys, it actually calls for about 1/8 of a cup, so I'm just going to put 2 stalks in here. So I trimmed up the top. The bottom came off with them inside, stayed on the actual stalk. So, like I said, we're going to try to get these as fine as possible because we don't want really big, thick things into the crab cakes. Right, we got a treat.
Spit it out.
Spit it out. Really doesn't care much for celery.
He's attempting it.
Yeah.
I guess it's utter desperation at this point.
Alright, sort of got those diced up, so we'll come back in and we'll mince it a little bit. So again, just keeping the tip of the knife down on the block. Coming across and just cutting as we go. So with these cutting boards was 3 cutting boards in 1 unit. So we got a white one, a gray one, and this black one, and it was at Kroger's on clearance for $6. So I was excited. So if anyone is going down to the Gulf Shores anytime soon, just get in touch with us and we would love to tell you some of the places that we found. One of the places we wish we'd found earlier because their food was so good. And their menu was very extensive. A lot of food on their menu. A lot of different options. Okay, now this one we're putting in the bowl with the onions. Alright. Now we will go ahead and get our crab started with this. So I'm going to open the can. So we found these cans at Kroger's, and they're a little bit, they're 6 ounces instead of 5 ounces. And so we just bought 3 because I know the recipe calls for 4, but we went ahead and bought 3. And you know what, I'll just open one first. So sometimes you just have to make some adjustments, which is what we've done here. So the recipe actually says that we'll be making about 6 1-inch round patties. So my mom was asking about that, about how much it made each. So this that we bought was just premium white tuna, or I'm sorry, white meat crab. And one last can. So again, if you make them a little bit bigger than 1 inch, obviously you aren't going to have as many, but maybe you don't need as many. So you know, you can make them a little bit larger, which would be nice. So okay, crab meat's going to go in with the onion and the celery.
So my mom's watching. I don't know if she's making it right now. She finally got on, so that's
Okay,
good.
good. Now we've got our celery, our onion, and our crab meat in there.
But Mom, I showed you how to look it up on your phone on YouTube, so you can always come back and try it later.
And if not, just get in touch with us and I'll be more than happy to help you get there. So now I need 3/4 cup of Italian breadcrumbs. Now, If you don't have Italian style breadcrumbs, obviously you can just take regular breadcrumbs and just add Italian seasoning to it. So your ratio should be probably about a quarter to a cup. So that's going to go in here with our other ingredients we've got together so far. So, and then to that, what I need to do is I need to add 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard. And that again is going in here. So really the only thing that's going to go in the other one is going to be the 3 eggs and hopefully you have lemon juice. So we've got the Dijon in there now, we've got the Italian, we need 3 tablespoons of Parmesan cheese. There's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. Sort of getting low on Parmesan cheese, huh? All right, so now we've got those things. What else we need is we need a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. Oh, I didn't get it.
Hi, Kendall.
I do not have mise en place. Okay, so 1/4 teaspoon black pepper. And we're going to do about a 1/4 teaspoon of dill. If I can get my dill to come out. Okay. And then we also need, let's see, 1 teaspoon also of Old Bay seasoning. This is my own blend. Found the recipe right on the internet, so it's easy to find.
Riley's photobombing in the background.
Awesome. Okay, that stuff is all done. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my spatula and start getting this mixed up. Oops. And there is our base. So now what we need to do is we need to get our eggs, which I had it in the bowl so they wouldn't fall out and go everywhere, and get those open. Put those right there. Going back for my whisk, and I'm going to take about a teaspoon of lemon juice right in there, which is about all I've got left. And again, guys, I didn't have lemon, so all I had was lime, so I'm just substituting that out. Then we're just going to get this mixed together. All right, so now we got our lemon juice and our eggs together. So now we're going to add those to the crab mix. It's starting to come together for us. Now, in a perfect world, what we would want to do after we get these mixed and pattied is put them back in the refrigerator for about an hour. And then that way they would hold together better whenever you're actually cooking them in the frying pan. But for time convenience, we won't do that tonight. So if you're going back and watching this later and making it with me later, just give yourself that hour of time to where you can actually get in there and put your crab cakes in the refrigerator so they set up a little bit better. But like I said, it's not a necessity step, it just holds them together whenever you're actually frying them a little bit easier. So we got our mixture mixed. Looks amazing. Smells pretty good too. There we go. All right. We'll take this right over here to the stove. And I'm going to turn on my stove. I've got my pan here, so I'm just going to douse that with some oil, just for a covering. And now, just like a hamburger, you're just going to patty those out. I'm going to wait a second so the oil can get hot. So the golf, what was that one called that we went to the last night?
Had golf in the title. I'm
Golf
blanking on it.
Pier or Golf Grill.
Yeah.
The Golf Grill was a great place. So if you guys follow me on Facebook and follow Kim, then you've seen some of those pictures. And that last night was just amazing. So the weather was great. It was calling for rain every day. I think it was like 80% chance every day, but it didn't rain all but maybe, an hour out of a day that we was down here?
Not even that long.
Yeah, it wasn't even that long. But yeah, the days were great. Temperature was nice. Humidity got a little bit hot. The last day there was obviously the hottest day for us. So, but it had a great time. Like I said, then we came back, stopped at a place, a truck stop basically called Buc-ee's, and met up with my cousin, which was fun. Like I said, I hadn't seen Travis in forever. So, I think next year we're looking to go down and see him a little bit more extensively. We might be going down to to Destin in Florida. So again, if you guys have the time, about an hour's worth, go ahead and get those put into the fridge and let them set up. Tonight we won't be worried about that. We're just going to go ahead and make these off. So just pat them out like a pancake or a hamburger. And just get that right there in your hot oil. Now, if it's hot, if your oil's hot, it should only take about 5 minutes on each side. But since the oil wasn't that hot, we're going to wait for these to warm up on us. So I will start putting some stuff away while we're waiting on that to cook. So looking for new ideas for next time to cook with Joe. So if anybody has any suggestions or requests, let me know. They're starting to sizzle.
You add the eggs in the lemon juice, and then you combine it with your base. All the rest of the ingredients, your mom.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, 3 eggs.
3 eggs and about 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. Like I was telling everybody, I used lime juice because I couldn't find any lemon the other day at Kroger's, and I just didn't want to do fresh. I could have done a fresh lemon, but cooking away. Like I said, you're going to get these to a little bit of a brown color on one side, and then you're going to flip them over and obviously do the other side. Like I said, it should take about 5 minutes on each side, and then you'll be good to have dinner. So, let's see. Oh no, I didn't. I forgot that. So nothing too strenuous, like I said, just more time consuming with the garlic, especially if you're doing the roasted garlic aioli. It just takes a little bit of time to cook those off, and then if you have the time to put the mixture in the fridge and let it set for an hour, it'll hold together better whenever you're actually frying them up. So has, maybe I'll use a spatula. A little bit softer. Beautiful. Now, it almost got like a potato cake looking crab cake there, which is awesome. So we've got a golden brown, nice on one side. Flipped it over, and we're going to go about 5 more minutes, let the other side get done. And again, it depends on what kind of temperature you're cooking at. I'm cooking about medium-high is what I'm cooking mine on. You just want to make sure that it gets cooked all the way through. The crab meat should be cooked, but just make sure that it gets roughly about 135. That way you don't have to worry about anything like that. But cooking it 10 minutes, 5 on each side, should be pretty good. We stayed in a condominium that was almost down on the beach. I mean, it was right across the street, basically, and it was on the ocean. So it was kind of nice, too. First time I ever stayed with an Airbnb, but it turned out pretty good. Like I said, we got to see baby dolphins and everything else when I was down there. That trip actually wasn't that expensive. The baby dolphin, the dolphin tour. That was what, 25 a piece?
20.
20. So I hope the cutting board trick helps you guys if you ever have a cutting board that doesn't want to sit still.
Yeah, we had paper in ours too, Darlene. That just helps you get it out easier, I think.
Should have one on the top and one on the bottom. Oh yeah. So I'm going to remove these from the heat so I can get them plated well. I'm going to leave a little bit of room on the plates though, because I think we're going to do some vegetables, some steam fried vegetables. But we'll get these plated up for you. We'll go get our aioli sauce from the refrigerator. I'm just going to take a spoon here. Just lay that right across. Alright guys, there you are. Succulent crab cakes with a roasted garlic aioli sauce. So I hope you had a good time. Look forward to cooking you next week, and hopefully we can figure out something to do then. I'm sure we will. So until then, thanks for coming, and we'll see you guys later.